Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Sorry I'm not doing my intro, but this is just sort of a short video. Of course, you know me, I'm Doyle, the Big D. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm going to bring to you a special video. This is kind of the first time I've done this in some time, even though I've already did some In Memoriam to Sean Connery last week, but that was in reviews. But here's a real In Memoriam I'm going to do. Today we lost the game show legend, Alex Trebek, best known for hosting Jeopardy! Passed away today. He was 80. Of course, after his battle with pancreatic cancer, after he had recently just, returned to the show, after he's hosted for the last 36 years, since it was revived in 1984. He's a native of Canada, and soon he became naturalized U.S. citizen in 98. Anyway, he'd been contracted to host Jeopardy for another 2 more years, but now that he's, kicked the can and what have you, where's the hope of Jeopardy's future now, my friends? We don't know. Anyway, he's done several things in Canada and what have you. It wasn't until 1973 when he came to the U.S. and worked on an NBC game show called The Wizard of Oz. I've never actually heard of the game nor seen of it. I have heard of it because I've got its theme song on a CD with other game show themes, which also include the Jeopardy song. But that was short-lived, though. But however, he did receive better recognizability through the game show High Rollers, which aired from 74 to 76, and then again in 78 and 80, both on NBC, and there was also a syndicated version from 75 to 76. He also hosted Double Dare, not to be confused with the Nickelodeon show, in 1976, which aired on CBS. His only game with CBS. Let's see. And he also hosted the $128,000 question. Let me see now. I don't remember. Anyway, apparently, this here, when the $128,000 question was airing and taping episodes, Trebek was one of 2 hosts to MC shows in both the US and Canada, joining another, Canadian, the late great Jim Perry, whom we sadly lost a few years ago. Of course, you may know him best as the host of the original Card Sharks, which came on in 1978 when High Rollers came back, and of course he'd be best known for hosting Sale of the Century. Anyway, let me see now. He's appeared in lots of other game shows and everything, but anyway, he of course, after High Rollers ended, he went on to host a game called Battle Stars, which ended after only a few months, and then tried another one called Pitfall, not to be confused with a particular video game. Then it was 1984 when he was brought to host the revival of Jeopardy! Anyway, he was hosting Jeopardy! At the time, and he did host a second game show, and it would probably be his, other long-running game, and that being Classic Concentration, which aired on NBC of 1987. His second show for Mark Goodson, next to Double Dare. Anyway, even once he had done that, he actually hosted the rest of NBC's take of To Tell the Truth in 1991, and he took over the hosting from football great Lynn Swan, who became the second host. The first host of that nice version, To Tell the Truth, was Australian talk show host Gordon Elliott, before he even got his own American version of his talk show. Anyway, now he'd also did some other stuff, including host the Pillsbury Bake Off, and he's even done, let's see, he's done lots of other things. He's even done a little bit of trading places with Pat Sajak, host of Sony Television's other big hit game, Wheel of Fortune. They did that in 1997. They traded places of hosting. So anyway, that was really something. But anyway, Mr. Trebek will always be remembered for hosting Jeopardy more than any of these other games. Even though I remember Classic Concentration pretty well, Jeopardy will always be remembered. I've not watched Jeopardy a whole lot. I do have respect for the game. Now, he did get some. There were some episodes with him that got finished production after his death. His last episode of Jeopardy he hosted. Let's see if I remember reading this. Yes, his final episode hosting Jeopardy will actually air next month on Christmas Day itself. So be on the lookout for that. As for the future of Jeopardy and its host and a new host, that I cannot answer. So may Alex Trebek rest in peace. And of course, a few months ago, he just put out his book, which, if I'm not mistaken, was called "The Answer Is." Of course, it's his memoirs, which I'm sure has already become a big seller. But anyway, that's it. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. You were a great game show host. We'll always remember you as the host of Jeopardy. Anyway, that's going to do it. Do you have any memories of Alex Trebek? Do you like Jeopardy, or do you have a favorite game show he hosted? You may tell me in the comment section below. And if you like the video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Sorry, I'm not gonna do the good one I always do. But anyway, if you want to try and see some other In Memoriams, you can see my two Sean Connery In Memoriam vids I did. The upper left-hand corner is my review of Entrapment, and the upper right-hand corner is my review of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll have some more vids coming up for you real soon. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.